Penn State Harrisburg has really come a long way. It's hard to believe the campus is 50 years old, but you look out on the campus and I wonder back in 1966 when people thought about what Penn State Harrisburg would look like, I wonder if they thought it would look like it does today.
I'm not the traditional college student while everyone else is worried about solely their grades and what they're gonna do this weekend for fun. You know, I gotta worry about my kids' daycare and my rent and my utilities on top of college.
I'm a student athlete, but I do wanna go a little further and earn a master's. So time management is like a really big deal.
I grew up in Rwanda, East Africa. Coming here in the US, I didn't know what to expect.
After the accident, a lot of teams and schools dropped me, and Coach Patrick stayed with me. He knew I could play again, and I knew I could play again.
Coming out of high school, I wasn't very open and very outgoing. I was very closed off.
I was 24 the first time I went back to school after being in the Navy. I didn't want to look for some college in California when we were moving here, so all that sort of factored into why I chose to come here.
What makes Penn State Harrisburg unique, we have all the trappings of really a university in a smaller package. Very few schools our size will offer the array of courses, the type of research being done, and the type of activities being held on campus. So that really, I do think, makes us unique.
When I came to Penn State Harrisburg, I didn't have a lot of experience with leadership. I decided to join clubs, and that's one thing they encouraged me to do when I got here. So I feel like they've been equipping me to get ready for my next step as I get out of college.
I really found that my experience was as challenging as I thought it would be, if not a little bit more. But the faculty was always really good about helping us get through difficult situations, getting us to succeed.
Last year was my first year actually on college campus. The education is, set really high. The expectations are really high and prepares you for the outside world.
Penn State Harrisburg has had a significant impact in the central Pennsylvania community. As we look to the future, Penn State Harrisburg will be bringing more and more international students, and in doing so, it's going to have an impact on the world.
For my English degree, I was in the honors program while I was here, and one of the opportunities that was afforded us was the chance to go to Rome for a week. I went with a lot of kids who'd never gotten on a plane before, and just watching them sort of open their eyes to what's out in the world, just sort of open up and understand that there's a bigger world out there.
So when students come here, they actually get introduced to different languages, different cultures. That's extremely important.
Coming here 4 years, I've seen students from all across the globe, so it really brings everyone together, and I feel it's really important for living in the 21st century. Get out of that little bubble, see what the world has to offer.
As we grow and we succeed in our lives, it's important to look back and think, hey, there are people who are not there yet, and how do we get to this place? It wasn't all on our own merit. It was because we got help along the way. If you want to really see a change in the world around you, you have to participate in it, and part of that is giving back to those who need help.
I earned the Courtney Pollock Trustee Scholarship. Without that scholarship, I probably wouldn't have been coming back this semester. My mom was very excited, she started crying and stuff, because I was able to have a better opportunity to finish school. My goal is the Dean's List. That's a big goal for me, so just stay working hard, stay humble.
I was the recipient of quite a few scholarships, and that was very beneficial to advance towards our financial goals while still being able to focus on school.
I went through a troubled time in my life where my mom had to pay medical bills for me, and it was tough to pay tuition. They were able to help me out and find me scholarships, and I really appreciate it.
I received a lot of help growing up, and if I don't give it back, then It would be selfish not to do that.
As an undergraduate, I received financial aid and scholarships to help me go through college. Why do I give? It's just a way to put my little minuscule stamp on the future. I want to change students' lives. That's what it comes down to.
They push us to our max and they see our full potential.
I've seen my hard work pay off at Penn State Harrisburg.
I feel like I'm set to go beyond my studies.
With the rough things that I went through, I can help impact someone's life.
We've gotten rooted in the community because I got a job right out of school. We're not going anywhere.
Went from just a quiet little kid to, CEO of my own company. I think that's awesome.